Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And right here, we're pretty much getting into a new video. This time, getting into Garfield, called Cat or Monster. Now, my point of view on Garfield is definitely going to be a tad bit more esoteric than say most of anyone else who's probably going to be tackling Garfield. But you know how they say, hey, once you're the first guy to start scaling it, you're gonna be the weirdest guy who's gonna be scaling it. It just comes with the territory as usual. But the big question, why am I particularly just titling this power scaling video Garfield, Cat or Monster? Well, like what type of powers and abilities does Garfield have? The funny lasagna fat cat that literally sleeps, eats, hates Mondays, and he's gonna annoy small cats and dogs on a daily basis. Just for about a good consistent 35 plus years. Is in your favorite comic strip, on your favorite newspaper for years. Now, getting into this is definitely a lot more in-depth than, say, most stuff that I normally get into, because I had to get into, say, smaller case books like Garfield in Space, where, again, literally title self-explanatory, Garfield literally we just go straight into fucking space. But yeah, Garfield pretty much just winds up getting sent straight up to Mars, and at one point literally just gets straight up catapulted and launched off of Mars, straight going back to Earth once he starts eating everything out of house and home. And another fun fact, Garfield pretty much weighs about as much as, say, a man would weigh if he was 11 feet, and the tallest recorded man was pretty much around 9 feet and about 400 pounds. Meaning Garfield would at least be somewhat double around that weight in the 500 ranges. Which is, yeah, you can say that's a testament of Garfield being the fattest cat around. To a much literal extent. But putting that fat cat weight into kinetic energy, you could pretty much easily get Garfield's durability off of literally coming back from re-entry into the literal city ranges of 948 gigatons of TNT. Speaking about weight, Garfield also has another feat where he essentially just sinks the entire continent. And sinking a Titanic plate would pretty much require his weight to be at least up to about 40 quintillion metric tons. He also has another feat where Garfield just casually bites a huge chunk of the moon, and this pretty much resulted in a whopping 56 pentatons, at least around multi-continental. He's also literally faster than literally light takes to encompass an entire room. He's really fast enough to literally go back in time. I mean, can literally kick you into next week, and also can straight up just punt you straight up into the moon. Not only just once, but also just straight up fucking twice. He's like he's One Punch Man, but is a literal fat ass house cat. Another feature that's probably underrated is his claws, which can also just induce fear onto anyone and anything, including, balloons, dogs, hugs, literal light itself, which, the stuff that you wouldn't expect to even feel fear. Literally swatted the ghost of a spider with the literal ghost of a newspaper. Yeah, Garfield can also alter your thoughts, haunted memories. He's literally just insert it into him, literally hypnotize people. As well as his own thoughts, literally just manipulating the fucking weather for some reason. And yeah, even in his sleep, his thoughts can also just manifest stuff into reality. As well as literally just fuck around with his own nightmares. And he can just pass these nightmares down to other people if he wants to. Which, that's pretty interesting. Also, Garfield can also just straight up fuck around with a calendar and just straight up just change everyone's age pretty casually. Then his craziest feat with just fucking with his calendar is literally just erasing the entire concept of Mondays entirely, which, if that doesn't already scream like some form of crazy, poetic insanity to his power, or then I don't know what will. I don't know what will after that. Also, Garfield was also just straight up just trapped in his own subjective reality at one point, to where he essentially no longer existed, and his only counter to this reality was denial. And if so far wasn't already just getting into straight up just utter Garfield insanity with his powers, whereas you have conceptual manipulation, literal subjective reality, dream manipulation, Garfield being able to mind control people, fear hacks people with just his fucking claws. I mean, what else can I even tell you? That Garfield is just absolutely fucking cracked out of his mind, just a absolute fucking monster to be dealing with. Like the dude can literally just survive the entire concept of Mondays just being erased. But I'm gonna touch into something that's definitely extremely and utterly obscure. The Garzuka comic book. Now, keep a note on this. It's because the multiverse in this pretty much goes absolutely fucking batshit wild. Mostly because this pretty much is a literal fucking actual infinite multiverse that essentially just functions on modal realism into the extended form of modal realism, which it pretty much just the pace it here. I'm just going to keep it at, say, at its highest for this cosmology, it would pretty much be at like multiversal plus. And Garfield literally being able to casually just dream this entire reality itself would essentially just be like a literal 2/8, like a literal multiversal plus feat for Garfield just off of dreaming, which is insane. That's insane. But other than that, yeah, I'm pretty much just at shock and awe that fucking Garfield is even this remotely fucking busted. But yeah, check you guys later. See you in the next one.